So this is the second part to AEW Collision, the November 8th, 2024 edition. I left off with Julia. Now, Julia, very interesting promo. I like that. We haven't seen Julia as a cheerleader in how long? And, I know she was out with injury, so it's good to see her back. And so it was interesting because she was the cheerleader. She was cheering for, the House of Black, right? She was cheering and cheering. And then you see her alter ego with the hat and stuff. I'm going to say she's like a scarecrow lady, and very dark. And they're kind of fighting each other. And then she just falls to the ground. I guess she's coming soon. And I'm pretty sure she's going to be coming back as the House of Black. I didn't see her officially get kicked out. But, we got her promo. So she's going to be coming back. And then we had A.R. Fox versus Nick Wayne. Listen, let me tell you something. I think that Nick Wayne is pissed that Christian, even though Nick Wayne is still the prodigal son, but I think he's pissed because Christian just added Kip Sabian into the patriarchy, and Kip is getting treated great. He's not no Luchasaurus, Christian is not treating Kip like a piece of crap. And so I don't think Nick likes that. And I feel like I kind of like this little match here because this is, Nick Wayne has grown to be an arrogant young adult. And he literally, this was him. He started this. He was the one who went to Fox and said, hey, how does it feel? I didn't forget that you attacked me in the gym. I didn't forget. And so we kind of went back to that story. And then after the match was over, Nick Wayne won. And, he won with some shenanigans because Kip helped him while Mother Wayne distracted the referee. But he did win. Nick Wayne did win. And after the match, he printed out a picture of Fox's dad because he passed away. And then he stapled it to his head as a revenge for what Fox did to him. And it's interesting again, and I know I keep saying interesting, but it's interesting. It is, because Fox is the baby face and Wayne is the heel. And when we first started this story with both of them, Wayne was the baby face and Fox was the heel. And so the roles have switched. But regardless, the patriarchy, I guess they're doing Christian Cage proud because they showing them daddy issues. Good segment. And we're seeing the evolution of Nick Wayne under Christian Cage. I think that was the right decision to make. I really do. And then we have MXM Collection just being funny. Because they're gonna be walking Johnny TV next week to his match. So just being very funny. Very interesting though, because the BCC is I don't know if they're still the Blackpool Combat Club. I don't know. Because the whole entire night, the commentary was referring to Pac, Yuta, and Claudio as Jon Moxley's Death Riders. Maybe that's going to be their new name. I think it's a cool name, But anyway, so we had the Death Riders versus the Conglomeration. That was the main event. And it was Kyle Ishii and, Briscoe. And it was a really good match. And let me tell you, the whole entire show, I'm like, where's John? I was like, really? We're not going to show John? The whole time, I was like, because, I have been watching consistently both shows. And ever since John went unhinged, he's been at both shows just causing destruction, But not here. And I said, okay, maybe he took a break. Maybe tonight he took the night off. I was wrong. Because the Conglomeration, they were bringing the fight to the Death Riders. They're no joke. This was a fight. Usually with the Death Riders, they're going against the undercard. And they just be, running through them. But no, not the Conglomeration. The Conglomeration said, not today. And so they were giving them a fight. And this match that they had was for the Trios Championship. And so when it looked like they were going to get the upper hand, guess who came out? Jon Moxley. And who his right side person is? Shafir. And so they came out together. And as soon as they came out, Orange Cassidy came out. Because, they're going to have that match and they don't like each other anyway. And so what ended up happening, of course, is that The referee got distracted. Shafir interfered. Of course she did. Why wouldn't she? And she hit. I forgot what she hit, but she hit one of the conglomerations with her briefcase, and that was it. I think it was Kyle O'Reilly. Because he had Yuta in a submission, and it looked like Yuta was gonna tap. And Yuta took the pin too, by the way. After, she hit him and they put him back in the ring, Yuta took advantage. He took advantage of the situation, and he got the pin for the Death Riders. And, but of course, Orange was in there. And they were going back and forth. But it was a good show. It went really fast. Like, I'm noticing that a lot of the wrestling shows now are going like this. And I think it's because from top to bottom, they are really good. They know what they're doing. And I feel like Collision is kind of flowing a little bit more. And I'm glad that it's connecting to Dynamite more. I really am. I'm really happy to see that connection because Dynamite is doing some amazing things. And it should flow into Collision. It really should. And so I thought it was a good match. But again, it is what it is. Yuta got the pin. But we did get a promo for what's going to happen. Even though we're already excited for Cassidy versus Moxley. I'm excited. I'm going to say I'm excited for it. And I'm excited because we have a very good story. We do. So that's it for this show. I think it was a good show. Like I said, John showed up at the end. Cassidy was there at the end. And they did what they had to do to promote their match because they can't stand each other. And the conglomeration was already there. And I feel like they're booked better than they're booked stronger. I'm not going to say better, but they're stronger. They're booked stronger than the lower card. So they were able to help Cassidy because, usually they just run through everyone. The BCB Blackbook Combat Club usually just runs through everybody. But they're starting to find friction. They're starting to not be able to just run through people. I don't know how long this is going to last, but I just felt like they weren't able to run through the conglomeration or Orange Cassidy. They were able to have a fight and build up a fight against the group. So, good show overall.